They thought firing me would erase me. The HR manager smiled as she slid my termination papers across the table. "You're lucky we're not suing you," she said. I walked out carrying one small box of my belongings, while everyone watched like I was the villain. 6 months later, that same company begged me to save them. I looked the CEO straight in the eyes and said only one word. "No, my name is Mia. For 5 years, I gave everything to that company. I came in early, stayed late, skipped birthdays, missed family dinners. Every successful project had my fingerprints on it, but no one noticed, because my boss, Daniel, always took the credit. At first, I convinced myself it wasn't worth fighting over. Hard work speaks for itself, I kept telling myself. I was wrong. Hard work stays silent. People speak louder, especially liars. One morning, Daniel called me into a meeting. The CEO was there. So was HR. I knew something was wrong. Daniel looked disappointed. "Mia, we've discovered confidential company files were leaked." I frowned. "What?" He placed printed emails on the table. They showed my account sending documents to a competitor. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. "I never sent those. HR didn't care. The evidence says otherwise." I begged them to investigate. Check the security logs, check the cameras, check my laptop. Nobody listened. The decision had already been made. I was escorted out before lunchtime. The co-workers who once laughed with me avoided eye contact. To them, I was guilty. Finding another job wasn't easy. Word spread quickly. No company wanted someone accused of stealing secrets. My savings disappeared. I sold my jewelry, my car, even the apartment I'd worked years to afford. Every rejection email hurt. But one question hurt even more. Why? Why would Daniel destroy my life? Then, a former coworker secretly contacted me. She couldn't stay silent anymore. She told me something that changed everything. Daniel had been stealing my work for years. The leak was actually his. He framed me before anyone could discover the truth. Suddenly, everything made sense. I had two choices: cry forever or build something better. I chose revenge, not with anger, with success. Using every skill I had, I started my own consulting business from my tiny rented room. The first months were brutal. Some days I had one client, some days none. But every satisfied customer recommended me to someone else. Slowly, the business grew. Then something unbelievable happened. One of my biggest clients had previously worked with my old company. They switched to me. Then another. Then another. Within months, the company that fired me started losing contracts. Their profits dropped. Employees resigned. Rumors spread that management couldn't be trusted. I never spread those rumors. The truth did that on its own. One afternoon, my assistant walked into my office. "Mia, there are visitors asking for you." I looked outside. Daniel, the CEO, and the HR manager. The same three people who destroyed my career. Daniel forced a smile. "We'd like to discuss a partnership." A partnership, after everything they did. The CEO admitted they were struggling. Their biggest clients wanted to work with me instead. "If you help us," he said, "we can make this right." Then Daniel spoke the words I had waited years to hear. "I made a mistake." No, he didn't make a mistake. He made a choice. I stood up, walked to the conference room door, opened it, and quietly said, "This meeting is over." Daniel looked shocked. "You're really throwing this opportunity away?" I smiled. "No. I'm protecting what I built. You had your opportunity. You destroyed it." I watched them leave the same way I once left their building, silent, defeated, alone. People say revenge doesn't bring peace. They're wrong. Watching the people who ruined my life fail because of their own greed wasn't happiness. It was justice. I never forgave them. They never deserved it. Because some bridges aren't meant to be rebuilt. Sometimes, the best revenge isn't making them suffer. It's making sure they never get the chance to hurt you again. And that is exactly what I did. The end.